Implementation Committee meeting to order. Take roll call.
Date.
The date for September 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. on the nose.
Rita Gabbett.
Joseph Chamberlain.
Rodney Dixon.
Patrick Marshall.
Andrew Shootforth.
Denise Papito.
And thank you. Can we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? The Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have 7 items. Item number 2 is review and possible vote to approve the meeting minutes for May 20th, 2025 and July 21st of 2025. Any motions?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes unanimously.
I'll abstain, just where I wasn't there.
Ah, okay, thank you. All right. Okay, we're going to meet with Joan Gladue Morton and David Zalonis, members of the Historical Commission and the Open Space Committee, to discuss their priorities on the master plan implementation chart, updated July 21st of 2025.
Actually, Rodney, David's only on open space.
Oh, on open space, with a
But
pause.
Joan's on both.
Joan's on board.
Okay.
So she's
Thank you
going
for the
to cover
clarification.
historic and help me out with open space.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So typically when we meet, we just turn it over to those that we're meeting with, if you want to talk about where you're at in any particular process as it relates specifically to the master plan and if there's any additional information.
Okay.
Also, if you have any questions or concerns, just ask the committee and we'll be happy to answer you. So without further ado,
Start
who would like to go
historic.
first?
Start with
I'll go.
historic.
I'll go. So for the Historical Commission, I see that one of the goals is complete and implement a historic preservation plan. Historic Commission is currently working with a consultant on the plan. On page 5,
Oh, no, page 5.
page 5.
And if I may, Rodney,
Yeah.
last we knew when we met with Nancy LaFave,
So we've contacted Mass Historical Commission. They've given us a list of consultants. We have to finish our inventory of historical houses and cemeteries. So we're going to hire the consultant to do the houses, and we're going to do the cemeteries ourselves because we're able to do that. So this is still in the process. So we're moving forward with that. The next one.
oh, Joan, do you have funding?
We have funding for that.
Oh, good.
So we already have funding for that. The next one is consider creating historic districts where appropriate. First, we have to get an inventory done, and then we're going to try to have the first historic district in town from the old town hall, townhouse, all the way down to Pond Cemetery,
Oh, all right.
because that's a really historic part of town. And then, once that's approved, the second area we would do would be the tack factory over by Taunton Street, in that area. But first we have to have the inventory has to be completed before we can actually do that. So they're going hand in hand, but they're both in the process right now of being done.
I thought, if I may, Rodney,
Absolutely.
On page 6,
I thought originally we talked about doing it from the Historic Library and Sampson Cemetery.
right.
To Pond Cemetery. People raised concerns about the businesses along Route 18.
that's okay. It's okay for them to be there as long as the historic things go in order.
Okay.
They were there before the businesses were put in.
Okay.
And some of the things that would have been on the inventory, like the rectory for Saints Martha and Mary, are gone. The Tamarack is gone. They would have been part of the historic district.
Yeah,
So the businesses are okay.
okay.
It's not like Old Deerfield or Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where everything is close together. So we're a little bit more spread out here.
And you were saying on page 6 you have an update? Is that correct?
On page 6, support the efforts to investigate the possible merging of the town's historical commission and historical society. We're not gonna do that. It's just too complicated. There's a lot of dissent in the historical society about hanging on to the museum as a historical society and not giving it to the town. So we're not gonna pursue that right now.
So we're gonna table it for a period of time or indefinitely on the,
And maybe it's,
And I think why we brought that up too, because the town doesn't fund the historical society.
no, it doesn't, and the historical
at all.
society could use the help, but there's a lot of dissent
Yeah.
about the safety of the collection if the town were to take it
Yeah.
over. And it's an older society, so people are a little nervous. I think perhaps down the line, we may pursue it again, but we're not gonna pursue it now.
Okay,
okay, thank you.
So table is,
indefinitely.
Oh, and on page 8, consider ways to support the Historical Society and remedy accessibility. The ramp has been installed at the museum, so that's all set.
You can see they're putting the ramp on the.
On the historic library now,
Yeah, I
right.
just saw that.
So I think those are all the historical commission items on this.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Mr. Zalonis, would you care to speak to the open space?
Yes, okay, thank you. First item is on page 5. That's the Natural and Cultural Resources Goal 5-1. It mentions the priority protection plans are updated every 5 years. And this is, we're on here as a contributor involved in this, but it's every 5 years. Joan, you probably know, what is the status of that? It was just updated for this new
Yeah,
plan.
The 2025 open space plan has been at DCR for a couple of months now. We're waiting for it to come back to see if they want any updates or corrections. And once it comes back from DCR, we do those corrections and additions and emendations. You'll get it passed by the state, by the town, and we can start to apply for grants that are covered by open space plans once they're complete.
I was asking specifically before that, the Serpent priority protection plan that, I think that becomes part of that open space plan.
It does, it does.
My question was that just updated for this open space plan that was, that's in review now? Because it's done every 5 years, it says.
It's done every 5 years by Serpent. And it came to us as part of the South Coast Rail Corridor Plan,
Okay. So that,
which was done in conjunction with Serpent.
so that update was just done and it's part of the package going
And I
through.
think the one before, I don't think it was 5 years because it was part of the South Coast Rail Corridor, and I don't think it was, the last one, I don't think was 5 years. I think it might have been more.
I think it went longer. They
I
did
think it was
once.
2013 maybe,
Oh, I don't think it went back that far.
but it was before, it was more than 5 years.
And what they did this time, they held that open house in New Bedford that I went to. It was more or less done regionally. The first time they met every town, we had residents go, and it was done totally
And Lakeville took
different.
much longer than the other towns, because I was following it online, and for the priority habitats from Serpent and South Coast took longer than the other towns to get up online for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm just reading this now. It is, actually, they updated it in 2025, and it's on the town's website.
yeah.
Right,
So that part
Perfect.
is complete. So
Yes, that part's
was just a question
complete.
on my part, because I saw that. First, the open space item is on page 6. This is open space and recreation goal 6-1. Increase local efforts and habitats in town. Now this one, everything's kind of tied together, but a lot of this is not directly open space. I know part of this goal was hire a town planner. There's another question on my part. I know we had one, and is that still open rec right now? Andrew?
Still open, we're interviewing people next week.
Okay.
So,
But for part-time, right, not full-time?
well, half and half.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And,
And you see where it says in that 6.1, consider hiring a land use specialist? That was brought up when we met with conservation last year.
so now it also says hired a part-time Conservation Commission agent. Is that something different?
They did,
We do.
they do have a part-time conservation.
What was out
agent.
with him this morning? Yeah.
Which, I thought I typed that in. Is there?
It is.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
it's there.
It is. It's on
So
the
I'm
bottom.
saying, are
Okay.
those two different, positions? The, land use specialist is something different
Yes,
from that?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that, that's what the Conservation Commission, open space is listed here, but, Conservation Commission is driving that, or is it, is anything happening
I
with that?
think a couple of groups are, I think we need the direction.
There's no funding for
You know,
it,
it's
too.
no
That's
funding
the
for it.
other.
There's the other problem, right?
All right, so it's something we want to do, but right now, nothing is happening on that. Okay. On page 7, increase local efforts to preserve open space and habitats in town. Rekindle partnership efforts between private landowners, land conservation groups, and state and local governments to ensure future open space acquisitions. Now, the Open Space Committee just launched an outreach program where we did a direct mailing to pretty much every landowner that was eligible, had above 5 acres and was eligible for Chapter 61 or further conservation efforts. So I think 110 of those landowners, which would include farmers and, you know, just anybody that has open forest. There were about 110 with the 10 acres and up required for that, and about another 100 or so that would be eligible at least for the Chapter 61 program and maybe some other things. So we did a targeted mailing to those, then we posted it on the town website and the town hall, the library, and the senior center. And there's, I assume everybody has probably seen our postings on this from the open space. So there's a couple of live events that we've got in there. This is the letter that we posted and sent. So in October 4th, it's the annual Massachusetts Town Forest Conference, which the SDCR is heavily involved in, and I work with them. Is going to be at the Middleborough High School, and it's hopefully a lot of our residents did register for that. I know I did register, and I'll be there. Jim Rassman from the DCR is going to be there. Wildlands Trust will be there. So as far as this goal of reaching out and rekindling partnerships is, you know, there's the Mass DCR and Wildlands Trust there, and there are other organizations that I don't think the committee has talked to in a while, so we could do some more work there. But with this outreach program, we've done that. We've reached out to the residents that are eligible for these programs and a couple of organizations. So I think it's a very good start.
When was the mailing done?
The last week of August. And I've already gotten 3 inquiries so far regarding Chapter 61. I think the larger landowners, a lot of them are, you know, they're probably already aware of these programs as far as conservation trust and all that, but we'll see what happens. The information is out there, at least we've done our part in educating the residents of what is available to them to help conserve open space.
And we'll also have a presence at the Arts and Music Festival. So I'll be there to talk to people who are interested in talking about the open space plan and open space in Lakeville.
And we did just print a flyer for the Open Space Committee explaining what we do, and it lists some of the parks in town, and you know, Joan will be there and handing those out to anybody that's interested in that. We have posted those around town as well, and we handed them out at the last town meeting. So we're spreading the word. So I think on this as well, we've taken a lot of action on that. And, so I think we're in pretty good shape, and we'll see if we can get some more, involved, like, you know, Mass Audubon has a lot of property here, and I know we haven't talked to them in a long time. I know I haven't, I don't know. But there's more we can do. We'll try and get things going again. The next one, the 6-2, is the open space and recreation plan, which Joan already addressed. And that's what the DCR for final review. And historically, Joan, what time frame would you expect to hear back from them? And there's probably going to be some.
Well, it's been about 2 months now, so I would think should come back anytime soon. You have any idea how long it takes? However long they take.
How long it take?
Yeah.
We'd love to get it back. We'd love to get it completely finished.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's been dragging on for a long time, and now it's finally gone. Now it's dragging on the other end. And
They
we're
asked for a
getting,
couple of documents follow up, but it was all small stuff. But I would expect to hear back in a month, within a month.
All right, so it's very close to being released. So that's in good shape. The next goal 6-3, continue efforts to promote the value of an access to open spaces. Now this one here, I was talking to Joan before the meeting. I don't see anything specific to this in our goals and objectives in the Open Space Committee, but Joan mentioned this might be more Park Commission, but we will definitely discuss it. It's looking at explore the creation of more recreational trails within existing protected open space, connecting them to existing trails in town. You know, we'll on our next meeting agenda, we have we're going to review our goals and objectives to see where we should be putting our next priorities. And and my question was, you know, where did you know, this is open space as pretty much the lead on this, and where did this goal come from? Because it doesn't look like it's in our goals directly.
From the public workshops.
Yep.
Public workshops.
Yep.
Okay.
Many years ago.
All right.
and it almost sounds like something more that the Park Commission would do.
Because we have the trails up at Betty's Neck.
Mhm.
We have trails on
At
Ted Williams. And what about the
There are trails
conservation?
there was a couple of trails at Viggers.
Yes, that was the other one. But connecting them would be,
That
Yeah.
really happens. It's ideal to be able to do a whole giant loop.
There's the
Yeah.
trails near the old cowboy house on Hill Street.
across the street
Yeah.
is the Viggers property.
Viggers property.
There are trails in there.
Yeah, well, it's something that, you know, we hadn't been directly looking at, but we can discuss it
We can discuss it.
at our next meeting. It's on.
We have a
agenda.
Park Commissioner on the Open Space Committee now, so
Yep.
that's a big plus.
Yeah, so we'll, like I said, we haven't been doing any work on that, but we'll,
Yeah.
at least it'll
And
be.
it may
it's
not
on
be
the-
feasible. You
Yeah.
can tell us that and we can add
But at
it.
this point,
Yeah,
we'll,
absolutely.
we'll discuss it at our next meeting and see what the committee thinks of something we can do there. But there's no activity right now.
Got a question here.
Yep.
I see over here, Mass Trails Grant Program. That's not something I'm familiar with. Who's got details on that? How's that work?
Mass Trails
Mass
Grant
Trails
Program.
Program, Mass Trails Grant.
That must,
Under the,
Serpent
yeah,
help
the
us.
state and federal support programs, the
Yeah.
last column from the end.
so Serpent would have added that in there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, well, we'll look into it and see what we can, if there's something we can do. And I think that was the last item for open space.
That was the last item for open space.
Well, just, it sounds like you're updating your website. Because that was the enhance the open
Oh.
space committee webpage.
Okay, that's part of that last goal. Well, I mean, that looks like something good to do. I mean, we put some of that information in our informational flyer. Our webpage has been updated with, you know, some of our past history, and it's up to date on everything else. But this one specifically says provide residents with a place to find and enjoy public open spaces in town. So other than that information is in the open space plan.
Which is up on the town website,
And, it's on our webpage in there.
which is a link.
But, it's probably, it's at least a 268-page document, so maybe we could look at adding
So add
something
a link to the
specific
different,
to that.
the different parks and places in town where people can go, and add that to our website. What do you think?
Yeah, because right now it's kind of buried in,
It's buried in the open space plan
Okay.
draft.
yeah, we can put maybe put another button in there just for that specific area.
Yeah.
And the information is in there, but it's not easy.
But it's not easy to find.
All right, thank you. All right, is there any other information you'd like to convey to the committee, or have any questions of the committee?
Another thing that the, historical commission is going to do is an archaeological, sensitivity survey map. So when we get our inventory done, then we'll have them, and there's town funding for that. So once the inventory is done, then we'll get the map done. So you'll be able to see,
That's awesome.
What's it called? Archaeological?
sensitivity survey map. Cause it won't just be, it'll be,
After the inventory? is done?
archaeological things as well that are in this town. Which you'll be able to, I mean, everybody knows they're here, but nobody really knows where they are. So there'll be a map to show things with,
Good.
so where they are, so.
That's awesome.
That'd be neat.
And there's funding's been approved for that already.
And those sites are available, they're not restricted?
Some of them are, some of them aren't, so I think, that will all be,
In that study?
it'll be in the, I mean, some of it's on private land, so you wouldn't want someone coming on private land, but it's where sensitivity.
Right, one other question. So we talked about the Serpent update of the priority protection plan, which was issued and we have it. One thing it doesn't have in it doesn't link directly to parcel ID numbers. And that would make it so much more useful.
It would.
I can't remember if the original ones did.
And right now, you've got a map and, you've got a,
It's not easy to put them together.
no, if, they create the map, it's all the parcel IDs are, it's like a layer, it's there, but it's not available, to my knowledge. So I don't know if it's something we can talk to Serpent about or something, because that would make it so much more valuable.
Right.
Because when something property comes out of chapter 61, is it a PPA or not? Let's lay this map on top of this one and try to figure it out.
It's like
I
feeling
could reach out to
things
Grant
away.
King at Serpent.
And it was something, we'll try and look into, but I think that has to be done with Serpent.
I agree.
And, I know we don't have a budget or anything, we can talk to them.
Right. Okay, well, that's awesome. Any questions for the committee? All right, well, thank you so much, we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for taking the time out. We know your time is valuable and you're busy, and we appreciate you taking the
Thank
time to
you.
come see us. You are more than welcome to stay if you would like.
Thank you,
Yeah,
anyways.
you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Next agenda item is announce the special town meeting. It's scheduled for Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at 7 PM at Aponequid High School Auditorium.
Could I ask, Andrew some questions?
Absolutely. Do you want me to read the email or no?
Sure.
Okay. So there's a email dated Wednesday, September 3rd at 3:55 from Colleen, do you pronounce it Lieb?
Yes.
Colleen Lieb, the executive assistant to the select board. Hello, everyone. Due to a scheduling conflict, the select board at their Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 meeting voted to change the special town meeting date to Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at 7 PM at the Aponequid High School Auditorium. The warrant is open and any articles or placeholders are due to the town administrator by Friday, September 12th, 2025 at noontime. If you have any questions or require additional information, please let me know. Thank you, Colleen. Okay.
Oh, I was wondering, if the open space residential bylaw was submitted by the planning board.
They were going to, but they took a vote to table it at their last planning board meeting.
Were there any other warrant articles submitted that would interest us?
They had a stormwater one that they also tabled. There's a potential dilapidated buildings bylaw,
Blighted.
blighted properties.
Blighted
Yep.
properties.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we're still working through
I can name 5.
what that looks like. All the other ones are kind of
Housekeeping?
housekeeping or small things.
No hot button topics. That's always a good thing.
Well,
Right.
there's a citizen's petition as well. That'll be hot button.
Do you care to speak to it or is that not appropriate to speak?
Well, I
to
can
it?
give a 10-second. It's just, three boards and committees have health insurance for their members if they choose to. There's a citizen's petition to remove that,
Okay,
so.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. And Rita, did you say you had a question or that you did ask the question? That was it?
That
Okay.
was the,
Awesome.
I think it's a priority for the master plan committee is for the open space residential bylaw.
Yes, it is. It has been.
And I know that there was talk about including over 55 and affordable in it. And I just think that might deter developers to want to do, because I think, I can't remember which development, it's either Lakeville Hospital or Rocky Woods will put us at our 10%,
The hospital property.
if that
Did.
goes through.
Yeah, I submitted it to the state. They're reviewing and gonna get back to us. Potentially between a year and 2 year safe harbor.
But I
But
mean, you can only build the same number of houses, whether it's an acre and 3/4, and you're able to save the open space around it. I know when it first was proposed many years ago, there wasn't any protection for that open space, but now they've come a long way with, I don't know what you want to call it, protections, who's going to maintain it. You know, it used to be called cluster development.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm disappointed.
Is there a reason they're tabling it? Is it complicated? Is not enough votes? Or-
I don't know. They were reviewing it, and I thought they were gonna go forward with it, but then they said they wanted to perfect it before they brought it to town meeting. So, not really sure what the specifics are.
We'll take imperfection.
Can we define that?
Just something.
Perfect.
That'd be awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. It's really appreciated. Okay, is there any other comments or questions? Okay, moving forward. Item 5, review email from Michelle McGeckern, Chair of the Community Preservation Committee, CPC, regarding applications for upcoming CPC project funding. This was dated Thursday, September 4th at 9:52 a.m. And Michelle says, could you share this with the MPIC? It says completed applications may be submitted to cpc@lakevillema.org or delivered to the CPC inbox at Town Hall. Please review the current CPC plan to ensure your project is eligible here. Community Preservation Plan, Lakeville, MA. Projects approved by the CPC will be eligible for funding at the spring 2026 town meeting. Any questions may be directed to the cpc@lakevillema.org. Sincerely, Michelle McGeckern, Community Preservation Committee Chair, Town of Lakeville. Any questions or discussions about the email? Okay. Moving forward, schedule the next meeting.
If I may, Rodney,
Absolutely.
who do we want to meet with next? Oh, sorry. The town administrator has a lot of items on here, but highway.
Should we meet with the town administrator
Yeah.
separately and put him in the hot seat?
That's fine with me.
You know, this police, fire, highway. They're more at the end. Maybe do police and fire together.
If they're available, I think that would be,
Yeah.
I think that would be a great opportunity.
I didn't bring my calendar as far as,
Oh, it's all good.
when to meet again.
We want to talk about who to meet with and then when, or
Yeah.
when and then?
I'm sort of thinking after the November 12th town meeting. I don't know how anyone else feels.
I think that's appropriate. Have a whole lot going on right now.
You do?
What's the date?
No, I
You-
said
you
not a
have-
whole lot going on.
Oh. Or do we want to meet in October? I don't know.
Don't everyone speak at once.
October would be kind of soon, but you don't wanna let it get too close to Christmas.
Well, you also have to check.
Before
with police and
Thanksgiving.
fire,
So
too.
between the
Thanksgiving.
12th and Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it depends who you're meeting, because if it's
probably
Andrew,
only
I would
one
imagine he
Monday
might get a
available.
little busy leading up to November 12th.
I would say so.
Just a smidge, I don't know.
Just a little.
I can make time.
So the 12th is,
A Wednesday.
Wednesday. So if we're gonna meet on a Monday, that would be the 17th of November or the 24th, which is the week of Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. People travel.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd like the 17th if,
Yeah, 17th sounds good.
All right,
Is everyone available?
Yeah.
works for me.
Okay.
What day of the week is that?
Monday?
Monday.
Are you okay with that?
Monday at 6.
6 PM? Here?
Sounds good.
and I'll, see if the police and fire chief
Okay.
are available.
All right. Thank you for that. Any other business that may properly come before the meeting? Rita?
I should have put it on the agenda for us. I wanted to quickly just go over my updates in purple
Absolutely.
and on page 1, the land use goal, I've just put in there full-time planner left in 2024, currently advertising for part-time planner. So should I put full-time / part-time?
Yes.
So I'm gonna change done, funded, I'll just say funded 2025.
Land use goal 2.2-2? Is that the next one in
Yeah.
purple?
On the second page,
Page 2, correct.
yeah, Andrew had mentioned that, he had applied for a $100,000 economic development strategy grant. Did I get that right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay,
Should be hearing back first week of October or so. It's when they typically award all their grants out of that mass development program.
okay. Has the, EDC, Economic Development Committee met?
Yeah, they've met maybe 3 times now. They'll be doing surveys and such. I'm sure people will see it soon enough.
Okay. And then in that, at the bottom, we just found out the open space, it's not going to be presented.
Strike, so we need to strike that.
Um,
Tabled.
Tabled indefinitely.
So I'll take that off.
And then
Hey.
the purple, you had ATM June 2024 in the strategy column under 2-2-4.
Oh. Yeah,
Adopt an open space residential design
Didn't happen.
OSRD bylaw.
yeah, so it was supposed to be last year, so I must have meant 2025.
Okay,
But I'm just gonna change that to
Change that,
tabled
yeah.
indefinitely.
yep, exactly.
Next page, the bottom, group, I put that the EDC was reactivated. Is it, should it be 2025?
Yeah,
Andrew?
yes,
Okay.
yep.
And then, again, I just put that you've applied for that grant. And then I just changed up, based on our meeting with the planning board, the A-frame on Route 18 has been sold and site plan reviewed. I guess there's gonna be bays in there.
It'd be separate bays,
What was it, what is it gonna be?
contractor bays,
Contractor bays?
yeah. You rent a bay in the building,
So is that where they park their trucks or their equipment?
more or less.
So
It's
it's not like
business
an
owned.
automotive repair, it's,
It could be automotive repair.
Oh, it could be.
I believe.
okay,
That's,
great,
that's a permitted, that's a
Yeah, that was-
permitted, right?
That was rezoned business,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
okay, wow, that's awesome.
Now, I think they're going, I'm not sure if they're come before us in conservation yet for that, because they were before us when they had another plan for it. But I think the plan may be, this is the plan that's currently is being proposed, I believe. And once they decide exactly what they're gonna do, they're gonna be coming to us for a request of determination.
Wow,
And then Lakeville Nurseries, I know it's under construction, it's
Yep.
been sold. What are they putting there?
Same thing, I think it's contractor base.
Okay.
do we have any idea tax revenue from those two projected, or?
That's not in my wheelhouse.
I know that, it's an unfair question, I figured I'd just throw it out there.
Very small.
Very small, okay,
They're small footprints.
thanks.
It's something though.
Yeah, something's better than nothing, that is for sure.
Yeah, and looks better.
And then, economic development goal 4-3. Strategy 4-3-1
Yeah,
for the
that-
land use, don't pursue it this time.
Yeah, that's in this plan several times, that transfer of development
Okay,
rights.
yep,
Yeah,
So I just added it in there.
yep, thank you very much.
Page 5, I had updated it, about the priority protection plans were updated, but I'm gonna add some information that the open space,
Okay,
I'll update it again. And I'll definitely update the rest of the page from what they said.
okay,
Page 6, I'm going to, instead of pursue this 5.4, tabled indefinitely, the merger between Historical Society.
okay.
And then,
And 6, they spoke this, but 6.1-1 for the strategy, have hired a part-time Concom agent,
yes,
that's listed as.
That's
an-
right.
yep.
yeah.
Thank you.
page 7, middle column, complementary actions, again, tabled indefinitely.
Thank you.
And the transfer development rights I stuck in not to pursue. And then the Open Space Committee has submitted the final draft to DCR for approval. The draft plan, I did check, it is on the website. And hopefully we'll hear back in a month. Page 8, I updated about we hired 4 full-time firefighters. And on the construction, the bids are due August 7th.
Yep, they came in around then, about 6.5 million under budget.
Yeah, very
That's good.
impressive.
Have
So-
you awarded any? Or are you
Yes.
going for the GC?
Yeah, we awarded to Page Construction, and site work will start in about 4 to 6 weeks.
No?
PAIG,
PAGE.
Page Construction, where are they from, out of?
Stoughton?
Oh, good. And site work expected, you said, in the fall?
Yeah, probably within a month. They gotta do the turtle sweeps, and then they're gonna probably start taking trees down. So, probably hear a lot about that when it happens.
Okay.
Probably, definitely.
And then I updated that, the food pantry is completed and the grand opening was held on July 24th.
May I
Oh, I want to back up.
back to goal 7-1, second column, windows and doors project is completed. $250,000 sidewalk ADA grant for AES will reapply in 2025.
Andrew has an update on that.
Yes, so we'll be applying in 2026.
Okay.
I am putting it on the capital plan. We're not gonna be using free cash or anything. There's an old kind of not grant, it's kind of this old pocket of money that no one's ever spent. We're gonna try to match it with the, ADA grant. So hopefully about 500 total. We have a engineering company taking a look at it for us right now.
So we'll
Awesome.
do 250 and we'll apply for 250.
Yeah, I think that
And that would be
looks-
500,000.
Yes. It just looks better to the state when you mix and match funds.
Okay, great. Thank you.
That's the goal, at least.
Yeah, you said the granite curbing really puts the cost up there.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
And I was there this, weekend watering my mums and, all out back is not granite.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the whole sidewalks just look awful. to me.
Yeah.
So,
It's a hazard.
yeah.
And on page 9, all I did, again, is the sidewalk grant. Did
May
you
I?
say 2026?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be applying late 25, early 26, but the award in 26.
And Rita, may I, still on page 8,
Yep,
second column, second from the bottom, expansion for a food pantry has been approved.
I did say
Food-
that,
food-
yeah.
Food pantry is completed and grand opening scheduled. Did you already say that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof, I need a vacation. All right.
On page 9, I'll change that grant to 2026. Page 10. Andrew had updated us on the very last one. The planning board did, update their rules and regs, and then they received a $48,000 grant with Serpide. Was that for the bike?
That was for rules and regulations. Subdivision rules and regs.
Oh, all right.
Total rewrite.
That's how they updated it?
Yep.
And I don't think there's anything,
I think that is it.
nothing on the last page. So what I'll do is I'll go back and fix this. Then I'll send it to Colleen.
Yep.
Well, I'll send it to Colleen from our meeting in July, but then I will do it again based on our meeting so that the committee can approve what I'm changing.
Wonderful. Okay. Any other business?
Oh, great
Have-
job, Rita, thank you.
Really appreciate it. All right, any motions?
So moved.
Patrick,
Second.
6:45.
who seconded it?
Joe
I
did.
can
I'll
second
second.
it.
Yeah, you
I'll
did?
second it. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Everyone have a
And
nice
Rita, you must have known that I was wearing purple.